Hey guys, what's up? It's TheEpicCuber here, and welcome to a random tutorial video. Alright, so this was actually a subscriber requested video, and it came from two comments. One of which asking me, what do I use when I solve Fridrichs? And I will answer that in this video. Also, do you have any tips and tricks to get faster at Fridrich's method? And I figured the best way to demonstrate this would just be to do some walkthrough solves. First of all, I'd like to say that I am not the fastest solver in the world, and certainly I'm far from it. But if you are around 20 seconds and higher, then I may be able to help you. So I have a scramble here. It'll be on screen. I'm going to put the white in front of me and the green on top, and I'll do this scramble: B2, L prime, F2, L prime, F2, R prime, B2, L2, R2, F prime, R prime, U, R, B prime, L prime, B, R2, F prime, D2. Alright, so that's the cube successfully scrambled. Now the first step in solving a cube is the bottom cross, and I solve from green, and I see that I already have one in place. And you have 15 seconds inspection time. Use this to your advantage. It is so important to do that. You want to definitely try and plan out your full bottom cross, every move to place the bottom cross in before the timer's out. So do it just without even thinking, and while you're doing that, to be looking for your first F2L pair. Now I don't know if that made any sense, but I'm going to demonstrate it. I see that I have one in place, and this is the red and green. And I know that orange is opposite red. So I see this. If I were just to turn this down, I know that that would be in place. And I also know that if I have red on the left, then yellow is to the other side of it. And this comes from knowing my color scheme. That's something that you really need to get also, is to just look at your cube and just absolutely try your best just to memorize what colors go where. So I just do a simple algorithm, and I see that this is a green and white, and this needs to go right here. And since I've planned all my steps out, I can do it pretty much without even thinking. So it just goes up, and that is the bottom cross completed. And as I was doing that, I was looking for my first F2L pair, and I noticed this back here. This is the orange, green, and white piece, and the white and orange edge piece. They are backwards, but they need to go here. So from practice, I know that I have my own little algorithms that I do that I'll just place this in. And I'm a big proponent on the intuitive F2L. That is how I learned it, and I believe that that has more ability to get faster. And F2L is a very important step in solving your Rubik's Cube. In fact, I would argue that it is the most important step. If you want to get faster, this is really where you're going to drop the most time. And how you do that is through look ahead. And what that means is, while I'm placing one in, because I already have my algorithm from practice that I know will place this in, I'm going to be looking for a different piece. So as I'm doing this next algorithm, I'm going to be looking for a corner first and then an edge piece. So I do my algorithm, and I just place that in. And now I'm looking for my next. Whoa, hold the phone. What did I just do? Well, if you look closely at this, you'll notice that I planned out my steps, and this really comes from practice, as I've been saying, that there's different little tricks that you'll learn as you're doing it. And really just getting with your cube and just learning each little trick. Like you'll notice that I turned both bottom layers to avoid a cube rotation. Cube rotations also take up a bunch of time while you're solving F2L, so you really need to keep those limited. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to look for the next pair, which I already know where it is. I know that I have the green, red, and yellow, and the red and yellow here, because as I was placing this in, I was looking for the next pair. So what I would do is I take both bottom faces and I turn them, and I know that there's red on this side just because I memorized where it's at. I turn this up, put this over, and put it back. And this is set it up. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking for the next pair. And I know that this is already in place here. And I know that this will come here after I'm through. And this just comes from practice and just knowing where stuff is. So if I do it, this is already set up for the next algorithm. So I know that I can just do my little algorithm and place it in. Meanwhile, don't forget, I'm still looking for the next pair. And I put this in. So that's 3 out of 4 done. Next, here is a nice little tip. See how I have this corner and it's facing towards the red. So if I were to turn this green up, it would be facing up now. So if you have it facing up and you have the respective edge piece, which is the red and white, and it is facing towards its respective color. So if I were to turn this above here, I have the line and it's a solid block. And I have the corner piece here. And if I were to turn this up and then do a single U prime turn, it would already pair this F2L. So that worked out quite nicely. So now I just put it back and slide it in. And as I'm doing this, I'm looking for the cross on top. And I know that doing this will give me a cross just from looking at it, because I already have 3, so chances are good it will just give me an upper cross. So I just go ahead and I put it in. And yeah, upper cross. Now also I see that this is my OLL algorithm. And I don't use full OLL. I know some of them for full OLL. I don't know all of them though. I do use full PLL. And I can't really suggest if you should learn OLL or not, because I don't know the full and I don't feel qualified to tell you whether you should learn it or not. But for full PLL, I definitely think it is a good thing to learn. If you have extra time, I would say it would be good to learn 2 algorithms every day. That's about what I did, and I learned it in, it took a while. But there's 21 algorithms in full PLL. So I do my OLL algorithm to get to the PLL step. And that is that done. And as I was doing that, I was looking for my PLL. And I noticed, I forget which permutation this is called, but I think it's one of the G permutations. It's GC, something like that. And I'm on my full PLL step, so I just go ahead and do that algorithm. And look at that, the cube is solved. So guys, the moral of the story is look ahead, look ahead, look ahead. I can't stress how important this is. Also, use your inspection time to your best advantage. Last layer is very important. You'll notice that I solved F2L in around 6 seconds on the solve, and that's very good for me. But the last layer took me way too long. So I would definitely recommend learning full PLL. And full LLL, as I'm currently learning, I will find it might be worth it to drop some time. We are now nearing the end of the video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. If you'd like more content, please subscribe. So have an epic day. Bye.